D4, knight F6, C4, E6, knight C3, bishop B4, E3, castle kingside, bishop D2, D5, knight F3, knight B D7, rook C1, C6, bishop D3, queen E7, queen C2, D takes C4, bishop takes C4, E5, A3, bishop D6, bishop A2, E takes D4, knight takes D4, knight C5, F3, bishop E5, knight C E2, bishop D6, castle kingside, G6, E4, knight H5, G4, queen H4, rook F2, knight G7, E5, bishop E7, knight F4, knight C E6, knight D takes E6, bishop takes E6, bishop takes E6, F takes E6, queen B3, bishop G5, knight G2, queen H6, F4, bishop E7, rook F3, rook A D8, bishop A5, rook D5, rook H3, queen takes H3, queen takes H3, rook takes A5, rook D1, rook B5, queen C3, rook C5, queen B3, rook B5, queen C2, G5, rook D7, rook F7, queen D2, G takes F4, knight takes F4, rook takes E5, H3, rook E4, knight D3, bishop G5, queen G2, rook takes D7, queen takes E4, bishop F6, king G2, rook D4, queen E2, B6, knight F2, rook D5, knight E4, bishop E7, queen F3, H5, queen F4, H takes G4, H takes G4, rook D4, queen E5, C5, king F3, King F7. Queen C7. Rook D3.
check,
King E2. Rook D4. King E3. Knight E8. Queen takes A7. B5. Knight takes C5. Rook takes G4. Knight E4. Knight F6. Knight D6.
check,
King F8. Knight takes B5. Rook G5. Queen B8.
check,
King G7. King D3. Rook D5.
check,
King C2. Knight E4. Queen B7. King F7. King B1. Knight C5. Queen C6. Knight D3. Knight C3. Rook D4. Queen F3.
check,
King E8. Queen E3. Rook D6. Knight B5. Rook D7. Queen takes E6. Knight C5. Queen C6. Bishop F8. King A2. King D8. B4. Knight D3. King B3. Knight E5. Queen F6.
check,
Queen F6.
check,